what it is, what it do. Welcome to Calgary, Alberta at the Edge. Joshua Adam William Arvathon alongside Jason Tom for some more exciting action as we have Sask take on CTA, Saskatchewan Basketball Academy. That is, and Jason, looking forward to seeing both these clubs play.
Saskatoon has an opportunity to measure up against the top team in the nation. And they want to see where they're at as a team, which I know head coach Sean Tyson knows where they're at as a team, but he wants the players to know where they're at as a team. And I think individually, this is an opportunity for these guys to see how they measure up against a team that brought 10 players out here that can interchange in a blink of an eye. These guys are so solid. Canada Top Flight Academy looking to improve to 8-0 on the season.
Split the free throws there. A lot of great talent on this team. Good to see CTA obviously they're the champs, and they had that great battle against the Edge that you and Ilias got the call.
It was a great game. 5-point decision went the way of the defending champs. There's Alu Cisse with the rock.
Bounced away there. Cisse is a guy that I've really enjoyed playing, just the quality speed. Ball tapped off there, and Dorney's able to stick it away. Two Adornies on this team.
Peter and Paul.
An offensive foul.
Hey, time out.
And that's enough already for the Sask coaches. We take a timeout, 1-0, as we have 9:07 left in the first.
Basketball gyms in Canada are packed with talent, and that includes every age group on the girls' side as well. This summer, North Pole Hoops held its first ever Ontario Girls Showcase, where 70 players were there to learn new skills and showcase their own talent.
I'm seeing girls that are giving it their all, energy level high, enthusiasm high, work ethic is high. Like, these girls want it bad. We have men's showcases left, right, and center. Every organization has a male showcase, but where's the quality on the women's side? This should have happened when I was in high school. 10 years ago, we needed something like this. It would have helped with exposure, it would have helped with opportunities.
Basketball gyms in Canada are packed with talent, and that includes every age group on the girls' side as well. This summer, North Pole Hoops held its first ever Ontario Girls Showcase, where 70 players were there to learn new skills and showcase their own talent.
I'm seeing girls that are giving it their all, energy level high, enthusiasm high, work ethic is high. Like, these girls want it bad.
Come back here as we have fast and furious action going on. Down low and converted right there by Luke, and he's a guy to watch out for. Great athleticism by Luke.
Teslock, Luke, very impressive individual, somebody who a lot of people have not heard about, and that's going to change in a hurry.
Ball put around now. Dorney bounce pass. Wide open for the three there, and
Hutchison couldn't get to go, yeah.
This is the one thing I love watching with CTA, Jason, is how quick they are up. It's like watching the old Suns D'Antoni offense at 6 seconds and less. It's so quick, so fast. As soon as that ball goes up, they're going. As you can see right here, already up the court, men on either side, and that time he can just take it in, but that one doesn't fall down for Styjik.
And that's interesting. You're saying CTA likes to get up and down, and that's not SBA's game. SBA needs to get it into the half court, grind it out, pull these guys into the mud a little bit.
Here they come again on the break. Passed off for the three. No good there. Sondri just misses. And a wide open opportunity, and you got to knock down that one if you're a Moose. So 7:38 right now. CTA looking for a basket. They trail 5-0. Although I believe they scored. They're the guests, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Got the gray, we got the red going on.
Yep.
Three there, gets on the board for Sask.
We go with the home lights.
Yes.
Doesn't need to be white. We go home light.
Ball bounced around. Tough take there, and that'll get Luke to the line to shoot a pair. So Luke's already got a basket early on in this, and just a really great player, confident shooter, slashes to the rim tremendously. Able to convert in that free throw attempt.
The final of 14 games over 4.5 days here in Calgary. Had some very close games, had some blowouts, had some great individual performances.
I think the most important, though, is that a showcase of a lot of great young talent, though, and getting to really see the Calgary culture, Calgary environment of basketball, getting to see all this great young talent as well as everyone that gets to watch at home.
All about growth, all about building this game going forward. Bringing the country together, really, is what it is.
Hands the ball off. Chaudhry.
Chaudhry's a great shooter, now running the point a little bit for CTA as well.
Big three missed there. Dishes off. Here they come on the break, Sask. And Dorney hands it off to Cisse for the three.
Big time shot.
Cisse splashes down at three-pointer.
Ties it up at 6. That's what SBA wants to do. They need to slow CTA down so they're not running and then execute in the half court on the offensive end.
CTA now and low in that shot clock. Chaudhry, big three right in the face there. Comes right back after that Cisse three. What a shot there by Chaudhry.
Ooh, got lucky there. Turnover, but then they gave it right back.
See how they answer back from the Chaudhry three. Barely gets that over court. Have a chance for the three and the comeback. No good on that. Missed and foul down low.
Colombe got called for the foul. Cole Newkirk tied him up. And this is, Saskatchewan basketball. That's what it's all about. Little chippiness, kind of getting under guys' skins a little bit.
That's a guy to watch out for, is Cole Newkirk.
Yeah, he can rile up his opponents pretty quick.
When he's down in the paint, I haven't seen many more dominant players this week when he's down in the paint. And he also has shown that he has a little bit of range as well.
Oh, absolutely.
So, just correcting the foul right there, as it's Paul Adorney that picks up the foul. Now we're ready to play again.
Higher, direct on high. There you go. Riser, come on through.
This is Hutchinson, back to Cisse.
The pump right there.
Cisse gets immediately double teamed, but Umaga for the three ball. Banks it in, the bank is open, and knocks it in.
He's done that twice in this session, though. I'm starting to think that's his shot.
He calls bank permanently when he can knock down those consistently. Luke gets trapped up, and Sask has a chance to get the lead.
Tied at 9 in the early going, man. I told you, SBA is going to hang with this squad as best they can.
It's not an easy squad to hang with, obviously being the champs. Everyone wants a shot at the champ. Down low. Spin off. And nice basket there by Hutchinson. Brett Hutchinson getting it knocked down there.
This is what I love about the NPA, man. CTA has played some of the best teams throughout this season, both in the NPA and out, but I bet you they have not played a team like SBA with this type of style, this grind it out, this slow it down, bang bodies style, and they're going to be better for it coming out of this game no matter what the result is.
And especially having an option up top like a Cole Newkirk as well. Cisse trying to go for his second three of the game, chased it down, and right there, Hutchinson's able to get it. I've been loving the hustle Brett Hutchinson's been bringing. Newkirk for the three, splashes it down. 14-9 now for Saskatchewan.
They've been getting it done from range, that is for sure.
CTA trying to answer back. They don't trail very often, as if you can see in the past from all the games. Just getting them high in the shot clock. Haven't even set their offense up yet. And good job breaking all that, and then the finish there by Stajek.
Dragan Stajek is one of the best players in the NPA. And I know we do a great job of keeping our stats updated, and you go on that webpage, and I believe he's top 10 in assists, but you won't see him anywhere else. Don't let that fool you, man. Dragan Stajek is the engine that keeps this team going. And, I mean, he could drop drop 30 in a game if it was needed. Umaga with a hard hit.
And you're seeing Sidechick being a major impact player so far in this game.
Justin Umaga is one of the toughest kids I've ever seen. First saw him in the Saskatchewan showcase, and that was the same thought there.
Off-branded shot there. Newkirk falls, and now going to the line to get one more.
Cole Newkirk, like, he is going to need to have a big game for them to kind of stay in this position, and it started off well for him. We've talked about his inside-out game. He's shown it both thus far.
CTA, one of the top teams that you'll see, and right now,
One of the top teams in the entire, in all of Canada.
You got to imagine, Jason, that Sask wants to come out of here with this W. This would be absolutely a huge win for them.
This was a game that I saw on this schedule since the beginning, and you know, at the end of our sessions, it always kind of tails off a little bit. The teams are a little tired. They know they got travel coming. This is a game that I knew could be trouble for CTA, and more importantly, a great opportunity for SBA.
Hutchinson for three, not able to get that one down. And here comes CTA, flying down the court. Stops, pops. Lukes misses three there. Nice rebound. Blocked away from Newkirk. Get the ball back out. Shot clock about to hit to 10. Pump fake. Goes around, goes up. And what a take right there by Ali White.
I think as things start calming down, CTA is going to find their rhythm. But SBA has definitely come out and smacked them right in the mouth, that's for sure.
CTA is so good with that press, Jason, forcing turnovers and getting what they did right there. Force the turnover, getting to have an opportunity now to get and chip away this lead. And no lead is safe against CTA. They can score in bunches, and they're so quick, too, on the defensive side, causing turnovers. White is fouled, and he'll shoot two.
Ali White had himself a game the other day, 20 points on a good shooting percentage. One of the players that maybe doesn't pop out of on the team, but that's the thing about the CTA squad. They don't have anybody who averages more than 16 points per game, but they can go 8 deep and have no drop off.
It's really the definition of team.
That's how you win championships. And the other thing that you win championships is free throws. These guys shot 85% from the line in yesterday's game. And to me, you shoot 85% as a team from the line in high school, that's like 98% in the NBA world. Because high school players do not shoot free throws well.
No. Well, we've seen that at times. Teams have struggled shooting those free throws, and shooting a percentage like that, you were saying, Jason, obviously a great achievement.
That's what's going to win you championships.
A little too casual bringing the ball over there as we get the 10-second call. And CTA has a chance to tie the ball game up now. $14 on the shot clock after that. So here comes CTA looking to get to a one-point game, possibly tie it up. Stajic again, hooping the harm. He has been phenomenal in this first quarter.
The Dragon is a baller. I mean, this guy is something else. And, you know, talking to head coach Tony House before this game, I said to him, you look at this guy's stat lines, and it's like whatever the team needs, he can do. The other day, you know, had 12 rebounds, you know, to go along with 8 assists, but only 5 points. And he said, Jay, if I need him to go score 30, he can go score 30. Just doesn't need to in this offense.
Ball knocked away, but they get it back. Umaga will get it to Cisse. Cisse going one-on-one, going to the hole. Not able to finish it, and back comes CTA on the attack. Nice take there by White, and this is what you can see from CTA also, Jason. There's just multiple guys that can just take it to the hole out of the reach of Umaga. Here's Reef.
Moon Reef, the guy that hasn't been able to get his flow in this season due to injuries, but I think come Nationals, he's going to be a difference maker for this squad, the top-ranked player in the NPH 2021 class.
You can sense the athleticism that he does bring, though. There's Newkirk pump fake, guarded by Reef. And Luke tried to come in there and steal the ball away. Does knock it out, but still going to be Sask ball. And 8 seconds on the shot clock, and that lead that Sask evaporated very quick, Jason.
So he didn't even notice that it was gone.
Shot clock winding down. Newkirk gets it in, but just over the head of Brett Hutchinson. So 19-17 right now. CTA trailed and then jumped right back. Thanks in big part to the Dragon, Styjik.
Impressive young man.
This time he's going to go for the tray. Bang! Knocks it in, and he is in fuego.
He is pure. Stealing basket.
And I think that's safe to say that is enough for Saskatchewan to call a timeout. They trail 24-17 with 1:09 left in the first.
My name is David Tyndall, and I'm the new technical director for North Pole Hoop Showcase Circuit. I've been training basketball players, I'm going to say officially for about 3 years now. A lot of elite level kids I've worked with over the years that have made something. Elijah Long, Cody John, Naz Long, Dylan Brooks. Those are a lot of my young boys. Nick Stauskas, of course. Guys in the college level right now. Jalen Llewellyn, I'm working closely with him. Young talent, Mikkel Tyne. There's a list. The list goes on and on, really, of notable players. But again, either way, it really doesn't matter who it is. My approach really stays the same. What you'll expect from me at the MPH Showcases is a lot of fire, a lot of passion, literally just my all. What I want to do is be an open book and really share and give and help you guys understand how bad I want it for you. For the high school kids out here, they say you want it and you really want to achieve and be this and be that, but I don't believe that you guys are putting in as much work as you could, and I want to push you guys and light a fire in you guys to realize, you know what, I got to turn it up a notch.
The timeouts, and we've talked about this so much when you watch CT, how fast they can score, how quick they can score. You see Dragon hits the three and then Ali White with the steal, and 5 points just like that.
Yep, that's what they do.
Cisse for three, knocks that down. Huge three right there for Sask out of the timeout. They're calling it a long two, though, I believe. Well, the clock at least put it to that, but the ref put it to a three. We'll get that corrected in a bit for you.
I think what's most impressive at SBA right now is they're up to this challenge. They're not backing down. They're relishing the opportunity.
Love Newkirk right there. Determination, standing still, and still having a debate of what that is in the clock. The ref said it was a three. We have a little bit of clock management issues right now, so it should be 24-20. Because we have it on here, obviously it's 24-20. Umaga for three, knocks it down. So that's not Umaga, that's Guzano. And Guzano had himself quite a game yesterday too.
Yeah, he's been impressive in what the role he's been asked to play. Ooh, Suse. It's cooking.
Here's Luke. Dishes it in the corner. The Dragon for three. Bang! Knocks it in, and he has been breathing fire in this first quarter. Newkirk from half court. No good. So at the end of the first quarter play, 27-22 for CTA.
So a lot of intensity, and I'll be holding you guys accountable. That's one of the biggest things. There's no favorites, there's no special treatment. It's strictly, I'm all in, and I want to build dogs, and I want you guys to bring that out yourselves.
As a director of recruiting, my job for the showcase circuit is to identify all the talent, get them into our system, and make sure that I'm connecting them with the right coaches, the right fits, and the right levels. Just presenting all of the possible options and having the family and the kid, the prospect themselves, decide on what's in their best interest and what's the best spot for them. If they need help with the decision, we'll be there all along the way. But my job is to essentially connect the prospect to the coach for the right level. If you're one of the kids who are fortunate enough to be evaluated and be ranked and be in our system, you're family for life. We're taking care of you from now up until your recruitment day when we're connecting you.
We're back live in Calgary, Alberta. Game 14 of 14. Jason Tom here, joined alongside one of the, dare I say, future stars of the National Preparatory Association, a name that you may recognize, Amir Hossein Rahimzad, former member of the Iran U17 team and now here with Edge. And you probably haven't heard of him a lot this year because Amir injured his knee just prior to the season. An injury. Justin Omaga's taken 2 shots now. An injury that is a quite severe one. Was it a tore ACL, Amir?
Yeah, it was a torn ACL and meniscus. And yeah, I just had surgery like 5 months ago.
And I've been keeping up to date with your rehab, talking to your head coach. Tell me about that rehab, and I've heard from the therapist that your recovery has been almost superhuman, is what they're saying. Your bounce back.
Right, that's true. Well, first of all, it's been hard really coming out of this injury, and so this is a serious injury for like any basketball player to go through. But I'm so happy that we have like good people that are supporting me, from physiotherapists or my teammates or everybody that are helping me to get back. And then yeah, that is true, because like after 5 months, like they told me that it seems really good. So yeah, that's true.
So tell me a bit about that, like the community here at Edge School and how much that's helped you, the positivity you're surrounded with, and the support staff, the physiotherapists, and obviously the ability to work out in this great facility.
Right. I mean, Edge has been great in the past couple of months, because the relationship that we have here, from this energy and support that I get from my teammates, my coaches, teachers, and everybody is like so much supportive, and that is great. I guess I believe like Edge Prep basketball is one of the best, probably if not the best, opportunities for basketball players all around the country to come and feel that support, feel that the close relationship between players and amongst between players and coaches and the school. Yeah.
If a kid's sitting at home and maybe down the road he's going to have this same sort of injury, tell me just about your average day. When you're getting up, the first thing you're doing, and then the rest of the way. I already know the answer to this.
Right.
Up there, pal.
So pretty much just like waking up at 4:30 or 5 every single day, doing my meditation, and just like thinking about what I'm trying to do today, what progresses I need, just like kind of like rewiring my mind, because when you go through some serious injury like this, it comes down to everything. It comes down to what you eat, how much you sleep, how do you think, and it comes down to everything. And it's like pretty damn hard, to be honest. But I
just want to ask you quickly about the meditation, like how. Like, it's something that I know the North Pole Hoops guys, Tarek and Elias, speak to players an awful lot about meditation. A lot of guys kind of just ignore it. But just tell me specifically how that has helped you, because going through something like this, like a depression can sink in pretty quick.
Right. So for meditation and stuff, it's just like thinking about how. So if you always have that kind of mentality that, okay, like my knee, is it ever gonna be the same? Am I going to be like the same player that I was before, and how my future is gonna look like? So if you always have that in your mind, so obviously you always have that kind of fear that, okay, so what happens if this injury happens again? And but I'm just trying to remove that from my mind, that okay, so this happened, but there is always a way to come out of it and come out of this injury strong, because there has been like players that maybe after like 6 months, 5 months, they could just get back on the court and play for like years without any injury happens again. Yeah, so I guess like having that in your mind, and like doing stuff like imaginations or having like positive thoughts and all those stuff helps for like healing and get back on the court.
Yeah, it's something, you know, I feel like people don't realize the power of positive thinking and
Right.
what that can do, and
Right.
especially at this age. And I mean, you're away from home, obviously,
Right,
like something like
right.
this. Like, did that ever creep into you? Negative thoughts when it first happened?
Yeah, but I'm kind of used to this because I used to just live on my own.
Yep.
Like live alone since I was like 14.
I remember you
So
saying that,
yeah, and so I'm kind of used to this. But obviously, like having support when your family is not around you is really super, super, super important. And I felt that support from my coaches, my teammates, and the school, that from day one they were like supporting me and helping me to just achieve my goals. So yeah, that's important. Yeah.
Again, joined by Amir Hossein Rahimzad, who will be back for one more season with Edge School. And I know it's a name that many of you don't know yet, but I can assure you, you will know that name. This time next year, I think we'll be talking about you in a different light, Amir.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
And it's one of those things when we're talking about international players coming to Canada, it's something that the
Right.
NPA really wants to support as much as possible because of all the opportunities Canada could provide. I know we talked
Right.
about it a bit last
Right.
year, but maybe
Right.
speak to that a little bit, just the fact that, you know, your parents want you to be in Canada.
Right. Right.
And all the opportunities that you're given here. I mean, a lot of people think you have to go to the States.
Right.
But maybe Canada
Right.
is becoming a destination for international
Right.
players like yourself.
Yeah, that's true. I think, look, first of all, like Canada is a great country. Like, there's no doubt about that. And so obviously, what I'm seeing after like a year and a half being here and playing for this league, NPA, I don't honestly see a huge difference between what we're doing here and what is being done down in the States, right? So like the teams that we have, games, the tournaments that we have, they're very high level, and then so I believe like we have the potential to compete with some of the best tournaments and teams that are like their names out there and they're like down in States. So I think like being here and having this opportunity to play in this league, it's really helpful, and this can be the case for like all the international players that they want to come. So I don't see a huge difference between here or down in the States.
That's great to hear, because that's what we're trying to build with the live streams, and
Right.
you know, I know that was exposure was the big thing that the States
Right.
really had on Canada for the longest time. So
Right. Right.
you know, it's great to hear that, and I think that's the goal of this league. You know, we have pipelines opening up like Giants of Africa through Masai Ujiri.
Right.
Obviously, some connections there with Canada, obviously with the Raptors and everything along those lines. And,
Right.
and I know, you know, we spoke last year, and to hear that from you and to hear that again now, and I really think Canada can end up being a destination for kids, you know, like yourself and the next
Right.
generation.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're trailblazing is what you're actually doing.
Right. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah.
And I don't want to overlook that too much at all. And seeing the work that you put in while we were here in Calgary, I wanted to make sure that I got you on the broadcast and was able to kind of let people know about what you're doing and where you've been, because I think, you know, you're somebody who, you know, you were in the top 10 rankings for NPH, and then suddenly, you know, they haven't seen you for a while, and you know, we wanted to update everybody, and it was great for us to be able to see you. I know the entire NPH crew was happy to see you, and
appreciate it.
You're growing up before our very eyes. You know, you're not only in height and stature, but you know, you're a very well put together young man, and your English has come a long way.
Right.
Since you last
A lot
chatted.
better than last year.
Yeah, and you know, you're a little bit of a deer in the headlights last year, but you still did a good job. And
Yeah.
I just want to say, you know, congratulations to you. And I
Appreciate
know
it.
it's going to be a long way back. It would be nice to see you at Nationals,
Appreciate
but
it. Yeah.
I know that would be a bit of a push for you. Because
Yeah.
we have a 10-point lead right now, and then I guess you know, the team that you're with, you've been able to. What have you seen from Edge this season in the growth of that team?
I think chemistry, like team chemistry, is like one of the biggest strengths that we have. Like the relationship between coaches, players, and the most importantly, the relationship that you have between what you're doing in the court and your classes. Like having that understanding that, okay, like your teachers understand that sometimes you have like practice is like pushing you hard, and then that kind of relationship that you can go communicate with your teachers, with your school, that okay, like I need a little bit more time to catch up. All those stuff like are very, very well explained here. And then so I think, yeah, team chemistry and having that close relationship is one of the best things about Edge.
Amir Hossein, Rahimzad again. We look forward to welcoming you back onto the court for sure next season. Yes. And we look forward and again, remember that name, folks, because you're going to hear it again soon. And the NPA is proud to have a young man like this part of their league. We'll be back after a short break.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in! No good! 2 seconds to go! Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly!
Exposure starts here.
Yet again.
Is it something that I've done again? Say what?
Here's Campbell, look out, one hand down.
Seeing is believing. Create your very own mixtape that showcases your top highlights and skills.
SBA is hanging, folks. They've been doing it from outside, doing such a great job slowing CTA down. They're within 7 against the defending champs. Going to be rejoined by Josh right now after we said goodbye to Amir Rahimzad, future star of this league, and I think I just wanted to get him on here in hopes that if another kid was out there, you know, maybe overseas wondering what options there were for them here in Canada. He spoke very highly of the opportunities that they're afforded here.
Thanks for having me back on the broadcast. I'm sure he brought a ton of excellent points with you guys along there.
Yeah, it was just nice to hear from a player perspective as well. He's a guy who's been through an awful lot, man, and he's going to come out of it stronger and hopefully come out of it with a great opportunity at the post-secondary level.
A guy, too, that was in it in a really tight one here at CTA. In that game, you know, you've always talk about buzz and atmosphere, and there was such a buzz and an atmosphere for that game. I believe that was on Friday? That was on Friday, right?
No, that was a Saturday game. I know it's been that was a Saturday game, and I know
we're on Monday now.
Amir would have done everything in his power to be out for that game, and you know, still rehabbing from that ACL MCL tear, and 5 months in, you know, they say his rehab is kind of otherworldly right now, the way that he's healing, but you know,
those are never easy to come back from, those ACL tears. Obviously, multiple players having those. I mean, John Wall right now, we know he's out with a big one for 12 months, going back to Kentucky to finish his schooling.
Yep. Good on him for that.
Dorney at the top here. Saska's been sneaking back into this game. Gazzano trying to get the hoop in the heart. I've really been impressed with Gazzano and his ability to score the basketball and also get to the line.
Plays very calm, very much within himself, doesn't try to do too much. Really fits into this team well.
The SAS team, I think when you guys get to March, it's going to be a team to keep an eye out for. They are a tough bunch of cookies to keep an eye on for. They have multiple weapons, hard knock players. We saw Umaga take that nasty fall earlier, got right back up, kept trucking.
This is not a team I would like to face in that first day of Nationals. There's sort of our play-in bracket to an extent with our first-round buys that will be coming in. No one stopped the ball.
So I leave Jason, Stajic's dominating. I come back, Stajic dominating.
Yeah, he's gotten his way so far, both from range and in transition.
Just a great player. Hutchinson spin off. Dorney gets it back to him. Their shot clock's running up. They got to get something up quick here. Good ball movement. Is that going to be going down? Bain able to knock it down. Great shot there to get this game to within a 5-point ball game.
Chad Majak, he is a microwave from range. He can get it going in a hurry. There's Teslock Luke, one of the up-and-coming stars in the NPA.
He's doing what he wants to do. Adorney for 3. No, how big would that have been for Sask? Because we're winding down here in the second quarter.
Ooh, that
Steal
is a lazy pass to throw. Well, Stajic may go for 30 today after everything we were saying pregame.
Mama, there goes that man. We need to keep a watch on him. Moose fighting for the ball. 3 ball. Umaga not able to get it. And Luke gets the rebound and he's on the attack. Gets it back. Here's Moose cutting through and bumped.
SBA staying true to their form. CTA is going to come out of this one banged up and bruised, that's for sure.
That's what you get from a Sask team. Like you were saying earlier, a little bit of more gritty you see from the Sask team.
Absolutely. Moonreath checks back in.
44-35. We are under a minute now here in the second. First attempt by Moose made. And knocks down that one. 10 to 11 point ball game now. More of that strong press in the backcourt by CTA. Majik was looking for that 3, gets it to Adorney down low. Back to Gazano. Gazano, no good on that, and Moose brings it up for CTA.
That's where, you know, the one-on-one defense, the added length that CTA has at a lot of these positions is going to be hard for SBA to make a living on the outside through the entire game. They're going to have to work the ball down low at some point, even if it's just get it down to get it back out.
Good move by Adorney. As looked like Ali White was ready to swat that into another time zone.
Really nice move right there to take it up on the other side.
Shot clock is turned off. 48-37, CTA up. Spin off. Good defense by Umaga.
Look at the D. Wow.
And that's what you want to see if you're Sask as they go into the half with a strong possession. And that will be the half as we go into the half with CTA up 48-37. The refs are talking it over. Yes, indeed, that is. Going at halftime.
Indochino to me is a million guys getting a million suits, and each one is different. I think the value is the quality is undeniable in terms of the suit that you'll get, and the fabric and style selection is second to none.
I think when someone puts on a suit, they take on almost a different personality, and they feel comfortable in their skin and who they are, and they feel good. Doesn't matter where you're going, what event you're going to, but everyone feels good in a suit.
I think a lot of what we do is kind of going against the grain, so to speak. Bespoke, made to measure, custom was traditionally only in store. We were the first to bring it online, and as we went through that journey, we really felt that in order to connect with the consumer, we needed to give them true options, really provide a service and an engaging experience that customers would enjoy and remember.
Indochino is a custom-made experience, but with off-the-rack prices. You are in control. So you come on in, you choose what sort of material you're pursuing, choose what sort of print or patterns you really want to try out overall. From there, you pick up what kind of customizations you want to bestow upon these lovely garments, measure you up, and you get to express what you want, tighter, looser, longer, shorter, so everything sits on you as you want. We do everything all in one for you.
We give a 100% made-to-measure product. So it's very sort of individual and very personalized. It's for them. It's their suit.
Seeing them in their final suit just kind of makes it worth it at the end of it, because you spent time with them, and whether they wear suits every day or this is their first suit, it's exciting. Like, you help them build that and it's theirs.
It's really that ability to create a one-of-a-kind garment that allows us to be in front of many different demographics. I think one of the most interesting things that's happened these past few years is how many customers that are having that truly special event of getting married are choosing Indochino to not only suit up themselves, but suit up their groom's party.
We continually improve not only the profile for the guy, but we improve the quality of our next suit and the suits after with the data that we capture. Indochino sets itself apart, especially against ready-to-wear, because we can deliver you a custom-made suit within 3 weeks. We, on average take 3.5 meters to make a suit, and we lay that out and we laser cut it with a vacuum. It's amazing to see, over 200 pieces come together to make a custom-made suit. Whether it be hundreds of linings, thousands of customizations, it's like personalizing a car. And I think we've opened a lot of guys' eyes to that experience, and that is why we have a lot of repeat customers.
The future of retail is really exciting. We're showrooming and building a retail market that's totally cohesive with our online presence and our online e-commerce business. We're making it really easy for customers to shop wherever and whenever they want, whether they're in one of the retail showrooms, being able to look, see, and touch the fabric, or shop online from the comfort of their couch on their tablet or their phone. It's completely up to them where they can experience Indochino.
We truly are inspiring a generation of men to dress differently. We're truly creating a one-of-a-kind garment that is yours, and it really landmarks who you are as a person and what your personal style is.
Indochino to me is a million guys getting a million suits, and each one is different. I think the value is the quality is undeniable in terms of the suit that you'll get, and
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system designed for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. The NPH Showcase Circuit is your opportunity to learn the blueprint while joining the NPH family. Our pathway begins with 17 exposure camps across Canada for boys and girls ages 10 to 18. Starting with our foundation that is the Junior NPH Showcase Circuit. This level caters to elementary student athletes in graduation to the high school tier. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH National Rankings, where player profiles are created, acting as online resumes. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skills trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite-level prospects within their region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to colleges and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and basketball. The blueprint tackles academic eligibility, self-reflection, assessment, goal setting, and brand management, all aspects necessary to become a professional on and off the court. The NPH Showcase Circuit takes place between April to December in a player-focused environment, while the Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100+ top-tier club programs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct. As the summer comes to a close, high school season remains a lasting component to a student athlete's pathway. Players who thrive in high school are recruited by prep programs to continue pursuing the next level in a competitive environment. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top basketball prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the National Preparatory Association.
Founded in 2016, this league is quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Utilizing the exposure arm of North Pole Hoops, comprised of digital marketing, live broadcasting, and scouting, NPH acts as a media and marketing partner for the NPA to maximize exposure for our student athletes, helping gain scholarship opportunities. Our ultimate measure of success. Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the blueprint.
One of the most dominant NPH Showcase performances has got to be Kobe McEwen. From start to finish, he knew what he came in to do. He came in with a mission, and it was to absolutely dominate his opponents and not slack off in any drills. He didn't think that he was too big to be there. He already held multiple offers, but he came in there and he took care of business. Kobe McEwen is definitely one of the most dominant players that has ever come on the Showcase circuit. AJ Lawson is a player that's kind of close to the heart. He's been through the entire process from grade 9 when we first identified him. Came into the Showcase circuit, had so many moments where he's hit buzzer beaters, moments where he's carried his team on his shoulder. He's been a scoring machine. I think his potential is through the roof. He's having a great career so far at South Carolina, and I think that he's one of the players from the circuit and from the system that's going to eventually make it to the NBA.
Jalen Llewellyn, when he came to the Showcase he was formerly a Father Gates player, which is my alma mater where I went to school. And I remember watching him actually as a 9th grader at Gates, and I was like, that's the best player out of Gates, period. And then when I got to see him at the Showcase and how he'd evolved from when I'd prior seen him, it was like, wow, night and day. Like he was just becoming so much better. And his performance was just like, it was perfect pretty much. Like, I mean, he really couldn't have gone wrong. And to see what he's doing now as he's becoming a man off the court, on the court, over at Princeton, it's really good to see that he's pretty much a perfect example of what the showcases can do and how they can lead you to success. Favorite moment at the NPH showcases, I mean, there's a ton that I could say stand out, but for sure for me, watching Nikhil Alexander shoot the ball left-handed for the first 2 days of camp, the Friday, the Saturday.
I like to go left. I swear to God, on everything, I only go left. Shoot it. What are you shooting at? If I can't shoot my right now. Oh my God.
And then in the All-Star game, make a fadeaway 3 on the corner with his right hand to actually tie the game, I believe it was. I was completely in awe, to see that a player was that talented and that ambidextrous and had everyone fooled pretty much because of an injury. To me, that was definitely a moment where I was like, wow, there is some serious players coming through here. So shout out to him for sure.
One of the most dominant NPH showcase performers.
We're back in Calgary where Indochino has one of their 10 showrooms from across Canada. And they're also overseas, international, and creeping into the U.S. as well. Made-to-measure suits with the promo code HOOPS. You can get one for just $469. You can have that delivered right to your door. The convenience, the beauty of those suits, and if you can get into a showroom and get that made-to-measure experience, you will leave feeling like $1 million without spending $1 million, Josh.
Dang, why not do that then? And I guess too, for the big tournament you guys are going to have, everyone's going to be suited and booted?
Yeah, all of our head coaches will be debuting their suits, although head coach Sean Tyson has come out here to...
Tyson's already looking fly.
Yeah.
48-37 right now, and Sask is going to try to suit themselves back into the lead. Just Cole Newkirk at the top. Just to Cisse, he's already hit a few bombs. That one not off. Sumaga fought for the rebound, and a few high scores so far in this one, Jason.
Yeah, Dragon Stajic was 17 in the game. Teslock Luke has been, a little bit off offensively, but it has less to do with his skill level or the flow. It has more to do with the fact that SBA has kind of focused in on him a little bit. Ali White, though, already with a 20-point game in this session, sitting at 14 right now.
Cisse bombs it, no good.
He's their leading scorer, getting it done from range as well.
Here is the Dragon Stragic passed it out. Strong take to the hole there. And Luke misses. Second opportunity, no good. Third time a charm, not going to happen, as Hutchinson's all over that one. Sass on the break, finds Umaga. Doesn't like that 3, goes for the 2, and it's overshot.
If he would have shot from 3, he probably would have been dead on.
Easy take and easy finish there.
Couldn't get it to go, though. Hit the front rim and out. Cole Newkirk got away with one there.
Down those layups, and we've seen a few hesitations in some of these shots early on here.
Moonreath drops it off.
Luke banging it out. That rim is starting to be a problem right now.
It is.
Down low.
CTA not liking that side of the floor yet.
Playing the best defense on them so far this quarter. As Luke will go to the line.
A lot of what the NPA does is about live streaming these games. I want to shout out one of our biggest fans, Maureen Holmqvist. Cole Newkirk's grandmother and grandfather tune into every one of these games.
That's fantastic.
Talked to Cole's mother before this game and wanted to shout you out back home. Say, love what you've seen from your grandson and thank you for tuning in. We're all about the opportunity for people to be able to see their kids and grandkids play this great game. Cole's one of those guys, and he's a lot of what SBA is going to need going forward, and thank you for tuning in, Maureen.
Stojic misses that one, and got to say it's been an absolute privilege to watch him, Newkirk, play as well. He's one of the bright spots of this entire tournament. There's many, but I really look forward to what he can bring in the future at whatever level he plays at. He's backing up in the paint, passes it.
Cole almost passed it directly into his mom's lap.
Yeah, just wanted to keep the family vibes going.
He said, Mom, you were open. Don't think that's appreciated on the bench with the game hanging in the balance right now. 12-point lead can be pushed up pretty quick.
Dorney fighting down low for it. Reef now at the top. Like you said, he's struggling with a little bit of injuries coming back, but you can see the athleticism. Corner 3, no good. Umaga sky high for that rebound.
SBA is out here battling for every rebound, every loose ball. I mean, they know that they're up against one of the best teams in the country, and this is their opportunity. And now Cisse is taking that opportunity, making the most of it.
It's a strong take there by Cisse. White crossing over Newkirk. Still too much there, and then denied by Newkirk, and leads to a break. See if they can get it under 10 right now. Newkirk to the hole. Can't make that one. Reef gets a little bit in his way on that shot, and Stajic will lead the break now for CTA. Finds White for the 3. Yes, knocks it down, and Ali White continuing to that scoring total.
2 top scorers right now. White now up to 17 to match up with Stajic.
Cross-court pass.
Look at the length on Moonreath, man. That was an open passing lane.
Looked like Newkirk just broke it up in time. 3 ball, knocked down there as CTA continues to reign supreme.
He knocked Colombe. He had a breakout session in Ottawa. Hasn't really had the same effect here in Saskatchewan as of yet, but
so far in this Calgary session, Jason, who have been some of the breakout stars you've seen so far?
I think Alan Spoonhunter comes to mind.
Umaga to the hole.
Yeah, there's been a couple of guys. And the opportunity that they have when you get to play 4 games in 4 days and put together, I mean, what can you say about Jordan Prasad as well? I mean, he had an off game in his final game of the session, but multiple 30-plus point games knocking on the door of a triple-double. Been very impressive.
He's been very impressive for sure. I've liked what I've seen from Newkirk, the ability to see him. Really, this entire CTA team has been a pleasure to watch. And
the other one in Oakville, Cam Harris.
Yes, Cam Harris has been really good. He picked up a technical foul in that first game, 2 technical fouls out of the game, and he came out like a beast in that second game back.
Yeah, still has some growing up to do on the maturity side of things, but at 16, what else do you really expect? I mean, he's class of 2022, this kid, but really put it all together offensively at this session, so I think he would be another breakout performer.
Euro can't finish it. Newkirk passed up. Good job by Cisse getting in the passing lane. And Luke on the floor able to keep it in. Stajic.
Look how calm he is.
One with Newkirk.
Pull up 3.
Bang! Knocks it down.
Now with a 20-piece, the Dragon. He is so calm. Like that whole time, I had the feeling the whole time he was going to pull it, but it doesn't mean he can stop it.
Cisse pump fake. And they'd love to with Stajic one-on-one with Newkirk and able to still knock down that 3 as they're starting to pull away in this game now, Jason.
Yeah, this is what CTA does, man.
Another 3. That's back-to-back for him now. And Coach Tyson has seen enough as they trail by 20, 63-43 with 4:03 left in the third.
Rep by rep, you push yourself. Effort is only half the battle. Doubt sets in. Why do you do it? Is it worth it? The lights turn on. All your questions are answered. We've traveled across the country and back. 6 years running.
We're back, and CTA up big. Let's see what Coach Tyson can do against the CTA team, but they're just beat you in so many different ways. And again, I just love on this team, as soon as a shot is up and they're on the offensive side, people are going and the offense is flowing.
They're not getting beaten in transition. Like, that's for sure. You're not going to outwork CTA. No, look at Moonreath. Like a free safety coming in for the INT. Watch out.
Ooh! He almost had one of those yesterday, and that one just missed. You can tell Reef has some freaky athleticism.
All kinds of length. Just glides to the rim.
He'll go to the line and shoot 2, although he wanted it just to be 1. 3:38 left in the third. This team, led CTAA for a little bit here, but CTAA is one of those teams when it's kind of like when I watch the Warriors sometimes. When they have a lead, it's like, it's not safe.
Yeah, I mean, I think realistic goal coming into this, talking to head coach Sean Tyson, like, he knows where his team's at and where they stack up. And I mean, year one is just showing what level that they're going to bring as a program. They've done that. Trying to get these kids used to what it's going to take to be in a National League. I know in Ottawa it was big for them to be able to fly, get the rest, everything else. Driving here was a long drive, being able to get a practice in off-site. Sean Tyson's building a program. He's not here to wins and losses this season. This is building a program. And I think we're going to look back on this in 5 years and going to be a powerhouse in the prairies.
You can definitely see the powerhouse that's going to come in. Big 3 right there from Majik. He hit one earlier, and he has range.
I mean, Chad, I know he missed a layup earlier on in the session that was, the game was hanging in the balance and felt pretty bad about himself. But, I mean, this guy has got it going from range the rest of the way. Pure shooter, that's for sure.
Definitely has. And a foul. Foul on Peter Adorny.
Glad you're calling the play-by-play because I have trouble with those too. And they, of course, they have to wear similar numbers too.
I know,
12 and 13. Can't go a single digit and a double digit to help us out.
I could just say foul on Adorny and I'm good.
Yeah.
Sub comes into the game as Chandri checks in. 63-47 right now. 2:55 left in the third. 2 team fouls apiece. Ball passed ahead. Good ball movement. Majik cut off right away by Luke for that 3-point attempt. They're not going to give him range anymore now that they know what he can do. Cisse will reset the offense as the shot clock's under 10. Newkirk passes it off. Adorny. Pass to Umaga. No. Luke to the hole. Yes! Knocks it down and goes for one more. Starting to get going here in the second half, Jason.
Yeah, this is with the halftime adjustments, the difference you can see with the CTA squad heading into the third quarter. They've kind of seen what these players can bring, and I think they knew what they were getting into in this game, but it's another thing to come out and kind of play against it and then make your adjustments, but they've done a good job of that.
This press has been deadly for them. It's a little bit laid back on that one, but the Dragon, Stajic, getting in the lane and stealing it away. He's active on both sides of the ball, and now he pushes it up for CTA.
Can't speed this guy up unless he wants it.
Finds Chandri. Here's Luke driving by Newkirk, goes around and finishes it with a beautiful take there for Luke.
Very nice with, he's taking that at a lot of length there.
Majik for three. Knocks it down, and he's getting rolling now from downtown. Stajic with a Darney up on him. Gets it down low to Reef. Ellie White now. Majik staying on him. White crossover to the hole. Tried to dip it off to Reef. A little bit of miscommunication. Rare for CTA.
Ooh, that's a tough pass to throw. Umaga got to it, though.
Newkirk bombs it down and starting to get the freeze flying a little bit now.
That's what's going to bring SBA back, but they need to get stops on the other end. I mean, that's what got them out into the early lead, right? Multiple people hitting from downtown.
It was, but like you said, you got to get those stops. You got to stop. One of the guys you got to stop is this man. He's getting that pick and roll, trying to go with Ali. White dishes it off. Oh, denial, but refs are going to say got a little too much on that, and we'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Foul will be on Ali White. Stubinski checks in. I've really liked Stubinski as well for what he's bringing on both sides, but I've liked his defensive ability. You guys have talked about Reef and what he can bring. You said coming back from a little bit of an injury, but you can see the athleticism that he brings.
Yeah, I mean, and I think because of the way CTA plays, such a team game, I mean, if he was a star on the team where they just put everything through him, I mean, I think he would have more godly numbers out there. But, he fits in so well, and I think from a projection standpoint, I think that's what college coaches are looking at with him, is the fact that, what he can do. If you look at the way he gets into passing lanes, how long he is. I mean, he's a disruptive force out there on D.
And Majik hit a lawn two on the other side. Big stop here would be needed. Chandri needed that basket stop, a little bit of the bleeding as SBA was starting to get a little bit of a run going. They have a dead shot clock, 71-55. Got to get it past this press. They do. Newkirk has it. Umaga, big three. Yes, you can put on the board. Umaga from downtown. And after the third, CTA leads Saskatchewan 71-58.
It's got to be Kobe McEwen. From start to finish, he knew what he came in to do. He came in with a mission, and it was to absolutely dominate his opponents and not slack off in any drills. He didn't think that he was too big to be there. He already held multiple offers, but he came in there and he took care of business. Kobe McEwen is definitely one of the most dominant players that has ever come on the showcase circuit. AJ Lawson is a player that's kind of close to the heart. He's been through the entire process from grade 9 when we first identified him. Came into the showcase circuit, had so many moments where he's hit buzzer beaters, moments where he's carried his team on his shoulder. He's been a scoring machine. I think his potential is through the roof. He's having a great career so far at South Carolina, and I think that he's one of the players from the circuit and from the system that's going to eventually make it to the NBA.
Jalen Llewellyn, when he came to the showcase he was formerly a Father Gates player, which is my alma mater where I went to school, And I remember watching him actually as a 9th grader at Gates, and I was like, that's the best player out of Gates, period. And then when I got to see him at the showcase and how he'd evolved from when I'd prior seen him, it was like, wow, night and day. Like he was just becoming so much better. And his performance was just like, it was perfect pretty much. Like, I mean, he really couldn't have gone wrong. And to see what he's doing now as he's becoming a man off the court, on the court, over at Princeton, it's really good to see that he's pretty much a perfect example of what the showcases can do and how they can lead you to success. Favorite moment?
We're back here for the fourth quarter as SBA making a little bit of a run, Jason.
Yeah, Chad Magic is having a big say in that, but CTA comes out and Chowdhury does what he does, snipes from range and leads back up to 16.
The last thing that Sean Tyson wanted to see. Ooh, Cisse, a little spice on that one. Third time's a charm as he knocks in that one. 74-60. Big key for them is they got to get the stops. Tight D there. Lockdown defense by Newkirk. Shot clock winding down. Stojic, he gets caught up now. Great defense there by Adorny. And a shot is up and missed by Dyke. Can they get this within one with this three? No. Newkirk skies for the rebound, and he's fouled. And a chance to go to the line and make this a 12-point ball game against CTA. So could we be ending this week with an upset? It's not March just yet, but CBA breathing down the necks of CTA. Newkirk makes that one. Now it's a 13-point ball game. First team foul already picked up now by CTA on that one. And able to knock down that one. And timeout from Coach Sean Tyson. They trail by 12, 8:59 left in the fourth.
Who will be crowned national champion?
This camp is just the beginning for these girls, who will now be tracked throughout their high school years and given valuable information they need to
Welcome back. Timeout there. Is SBA trying to keep the emotions under control as they're looking to do some work against CTA. Needs the stops though, and you know the CTA team can score quickly and fast.
Hey, that's okay. You see the elevator, right?
Foul is on Majik there.
Hey, yo. Hey, Chad.
15 on the shot clock right now.
Look, Alsane 24. Look, elevator coming through on this.
There's Sean Tyson yelling out instructions for his SBA team. No, it's a tight game. Luke caught up there. Stajic. 360 layup attempt, not getting it. Luke gets it, and he's fouled, so he'll go to the line and shoot two, but good defensive effort there by SBA.
They're getting up in him, that's for sure.
How's about Stojic almost completing a 360 layup?
So he's getting the body thrown on him, that's for sure. So I think he just realized, however I'm going to be able to get this up, I got to do it.
Luke bangs down that one, and you talked about how good they are at the free throw line. It's a place, if you're trying to come back at them, you don't want to send them.
Yeah.
And knock down that free throw attempt, perfect there. Get their lead back up to 14. Let's see what they can do on the offensive side. Cisse pass. Strong take by Umaga. Can't get that one, and ball goes back to CTA, or does it? Fight for the ball by Sask. Nice bounce pass, looking for Dubinsky, but intercepted by Newkirk. Here's Cisse. Strong take to the hole, a little too strong, and misses that one. 8 left in the fourth, trailed by 14. Chandri stops, no. Nice one-arm rebound there by Adorni. 7:50 now. 3, no good there by Cole Newkirk. And Stajic will bring it up. 3-pointer, no good. Fast and furious action right now here at the edge in Calgary, Alberta. Umaga, one-on-one with Dubinsky. Pass it out to Cisse. Yes, sir! Knocks down the tray. Big 3 from Cisse. 11-point trail now, 76-65. 1 point away. We're getting near around that double-digit area and getting out of there. Basket away. Get caught. Shot clock winding down. Stajic.
Big time basket. Getting dropped to the ground and still finishing through that contact. Stajic smiling it off a little bit here.
He's a tough guy.
Yeah.
Love to just him cutting through the lane, his patience, shot clock winding down, goes strong at the biggest guy in the court and able to get the and one opportunity.
Yeah, you will be coming away from a game against SBA battered and bruised, that's for sure.
There's no doubt about that. Try to finish this play off. Misses that one, a rare miss of the line for him and for CTA overall, but they get the ball there.
Hey.
14 on the shot clock after that. That's not what you want to give up off of a free throw with the time winding down and you're trying to press if you're SBA. And that pass, and Luke finishes that play off. And back to a 15-point lead. Just like that in a blink of an eye, it was an 11-point game after that Cisse 3, and CTA can score on you in bunches. Here's Cisse. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. .638 remaining. 3 team fouls on Saskatchewan and 2 on CTA. Cisse able to knock down the first attempt. And you have a sub coming in. This is Paul Adorni getting the check in. And he takes out his brother as one Adorni comes in for the other.
Luckily they're not on there at the same time.
80-66. Defensive stops is what SBA needs.
Boston, just watch it. We got him again. Boston, play call.
It's a down low, bout, out, 3, no good. Rebound, dished out. 3-pointer by Luke, no good. Another rebound, this time by White. And another rebound. CTA all over the boards. Chandri, pump fake. He's able to keep it 5 seconds. Need to get a box out opportunity there and get the rebound back if you're Saskatchewan.
No, we good. Standing around watching. Let's go.
Chandri gets it down low. Pass back out. Ali White can't get it up, but he's fouled. It looks to be at the buzzer. Yes, it is. It's on Majik.
They've been to the line 21 times. Every time they extend.
CTA having fun at the line. They've been there 29 times. And White misses that one. Second attempt. White doesn't make either, but guess what? They get the rebound. Chandri for 3. No. And Saskatchewan gets the rebound on that one. Here's Cisse. 13-point ball game. Here's Adorny. Strong take to the hole. Doesn't get the finish that he'd want there, but he gets to go to the line for 2. Try to make this an 11-point ball game again. 5:44 left here in the fourth. This is Paul Adorny right now shooting. And Shepherd Hills is going to get ready to check in, and tough miss there for Adorny at the line. See if he can split these free throws, get it to a 12-point ball game. And he's able to knock it down as Shepherd Hills comes in. His one shooter comes in for another. She getting a little bit of foul trouble. Big 3 here, no good. Rebound by Umaga. Foul on Ali White. That takes CTA now to 4 team fouls. See if they can get this down. They can get it under double digits with a tray. Tie the ball game up. We'll get it to 10 with a 2. Sisse having trouble with it. Gets it back out. Shot clock winding down. Newkirk spins off. And just a little bit out of reach for Umaga.
Just fired it at him from about 2 feet away. That's an impossible pass to catch. But SBA's within 12. 5 minutes to go.
Almost at that halfway point. Luke looks like a man determined, and he is with a finish. Great take there by Luke, back to 14. Umaga brings it over. It's it down to Shepherd Hills. Guess what? Luke there for the steal, doing it on both sides. Outlet pass ahead. And going to go back to Saskatchewan.
Not getting bailed out on that one.
Close ball game here. They've been pressing in the dire quarters here. Sask trying to make an impact here in the last game against the #1 team in CTA.
This will also be Saskatoon's last game before Nationals, and good test for them and good opportunity to feel good about themselves heading into Nationals as a team that could play Cinderella in that first round.
At least they know going into those big games in March, Jason, that they can hang with the big boys. Newkirk gets it down, and we're back to within 12. Haven't been able to jump over to that 10 and under yet, but keep on knocking at the door. Need a stop here. Stajic passes it out to Chandri. Here's Luke. To the hole. Luke has been dominating in this second half.
Yeah, he's picked his spots and done well with them.
Running in, doing what he wants to do. Ball pass back out. Dorney guarded by Stajic at top. Try to get it down.
Can't do that against CTA.
Can't do that, especially with Luke right there. Ready to get on it. Chandri in the corner. Stajic for the tray. Yes, sir. Knocks it down. And Stajic knocking it down from long range. 17-point lead now for CTA.
Stajic has been pure from range in this game.
There's a Dorney. Time winding down on them. Newkirk, corner 3. No good, overshot. Reef with the rebound. Stajic loses control of it.
Don't see that happen too often.
Travel. Won't see that from Stajic very often, though. Losing control like that. 87-70. 3:07 left in the fourth. So Adorny will bring it up now. Trying to get it down low. Newkirk pass it up to Umaga. He's guarded heavily. Adorny, no good on that. Cisse tried to chase the rebound. Luck to be able to gobble it up. Fight for it down low, and Sask does come back up with it. So Cisse will hit the tray. No good. And here on the break comes CTA. Callum Bay passes to Reef. They play a little hot potato around. Stajic one-on-one with Newkirk. Gets it down low. Luke able to get it on the second opportunity as his second half dominance continues.
Yeah, all that positivity from that first 3 quarters went away in the fourth here, but and there's
Stajic getting it down on both sides, getting the
with
block
the swat.
now. Luke stolen away. Newkirk dishes in the corner. Cisse for the 3, knocks it down. 2 minutes left here in the fourth. Chandri, the corner, back. Stajic for 3, no. Battle down low, and Umaga able to get the best of that. And Kalambe cutting off Adorney's route right there. So Adorney will go to the line and shoot a pair. CTA is now in the bonus.
He's one of the best technical coaches I've seen at this level in game. Coach Sean Tyson, it's immediate feedback to his players, and you know, we've seen him from the beginning of the year to now. I think I've seen these players been able to, you know, absorb that in game and then apply it as well.
Always talking, always letting everyone know. Always got to appreciate that about a coach. Stajic. Here's Luke. He's been fantastic, and Adorney getting in there and sending Luke back to the line. He's been very comfortable there in this half.
Yeah, I think CTA in general have gotten the line an awful lot, but I
Over
mean,
30 times.
Those have been fouls. You know, it's a lot of contact, and you know, everyone knew coming into this game that that is what was going to happen, and the calls out here, the whistle's been tight. But that's the problem when you're playing a team like CTA. That's why you know, they have to be the favorites heading into MPA Nationals, not only because of their undefeated record and the fact that they've won championships on back-to-back seasons. They're shooting over 80% from the free throw line. That wins championships. That wins you games.
Does. I think that's one of the more impressive things that you've seen from them. Obviously, we know the fast-paced offense. They said the great defensive prowess they bring, but their ability to shoot such a high quality at the free throw line is absolutely tremendous and huge as they go into March. There's Luke again, and another finish by Luke. Under a minute here in the fourth, 93-77. Here's Newkirk, coast to coast, and a slam dunk for the big man. Newkirk slamming it down. Skying high on that one, getting everyone riled up a little bit. Kalambe. It's a down low, pump fake. Luke again, down low. It's just been money for him down there.
He's had himself a second half. It was all Stajic and Ali in the first, combining for 34 points, or 31 points. The second half, it's been all Teslock Luke.
Cisse got a little caught up there. And that'll end the game as the shot clock is now dead, as CTA will win this 95-79. An impressive effort from CBA.
SBA played very strong through 2.5, 3 quarters.
They were very, very tremendous, and it was a great game. I'd like to thank everyone for putting on this great event. Elias, Jason, I'd like to thank you, and producer Tristan for a great week out here. It's been tremendous, and thanks for having me on this broadcast.
Thank you for coming out, Josh. We appreciate the help. The road to nationals starts right now. We head towards Sheridan College in Brampton, March 20th to 23rd. We will see you then. Thank you for tuning in as we made history here in Calgary.